Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Satisfactory. This is episode number 5. Right now, I am maneuvering my way through our not Satisfactory, and what I'd really like to do is start using our actual Satisfactory, our starter base, which is under construction. But we don't have anywhere near the power to fuel that thing, to power it up. We could use biofuel generators, but that seems like a really terrible idea. And so what we're going to do today, we're going to start the episode unlocking a milestone. We're going to unlock coal power. We're going to get a coal generator, some water pipes, and a water tank, water pump, water extractor. We'll get to scan for coal, which we also need to set up our steel smelting little sub area of the Satisfactory starter base. Click that button. We're going to put in the items. Beep, bop, bop. And I get to hit the button. Yeah.
Milestone reached.
Yep.
Coal is an improved alternative power source to biomass and can be fully automated if
Cool.
provided water with the new pipeline buildings and
All right.
power throughout the initial setup. Coal has been added to the resource scanner.
Nice.
Note,
Okay.
ensure the close proximity of water to the coal production line. Note,
Uh,
pipes will aid in vertical transport
hello.
of fluids through pipes.
I think I broke the game.
Throughput and volume indicators are added to each pipe section automatically.
You're supposed to go higher. Hello? Hello, go higher. What happened? You're delivering my package. You've got 7 minutes to return. Excuse me. Okay, well, I guess we have advantage. This is rather convenient, I suppose. What I want to do is we are going to scan for coal. I thought we'd go a little higher, but I guess not. Maybe it doesn't help that I'm high up. The radius is a sphere, perhaps? Okay, we have some coal off in that direction. 877 meters. 800 meters. 1,200 meters. Seems like those 3 are the nearest ones. We'll want the nearest... Okay, okay. We're going to want the nearest one for our steel, which is down there. And then we'll want one wherever is convenient, which is close to water, for our coal power, which is not going to be here. We are not going to add any water extractors to our oasis. All right, buddy. Fine. Oh. I kind of see what happened. I think it despawns, and it's like a visual thing. You know, it loses its collision box, its hits box, once it hits a certain height. Something like that. Or maybe they just do that so you don't break the game. I don't know. Anyway, alright, so we have to explore off in that direction. Maybe while I'm on the ground floor or close to the ground. Let's scan again. It was like 1,200, 800 meters, something like that, over here. Probably in that vegetation-y stuff. Yes. Okay, off in that direction. And I think before we go, one thing that might be helpful is if we had a better weapon for dealing with the locals. And so I am going to unlock one further milestone. As soon as that pod gets back in 5 minutes, we're going to unlock another one. Okay, so the ship, whatever delivery system thing is back. We can put in our next milestone, which is going to be for a Xeno Basher, and also inventory space wouldn't hurt. Click, 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 click. I think I still have parachutes left, right? Okay, let's try one more time. Maybe it won't break this time. I don't know. Maybe that was...
Milestone reached.
Maybe it doesn't always do that.
Inflated your pocket dimension, added an additional hand equipment slot, and have provided
Parachutes. Do I have parachutes? Where are they? I don't... Oh, they're still equipped. That's why I can't find them in my inventory. All right. Whoop, here we go. Yep. Oh, and then it stops right there. Yeah, every time. Okay. All right, fine, game. I get it. You don't want me to have fun. You don't want me to have fun, game. I see how it is. I see how it is. All right, let's make a Xeno Basher. Let's unequip this. What does it take? Xeno Basher. I will need to make an extra Xeno Zapper. That's no problem. I can do that right now. Bam, 2 Xeno Zappers, and that other random stuff gets us a Xeno Basher. And now that I think about it, it might not also hurt to take some beacons along. I need 500 copper cable. Alright, let's make a few of these. 5. Now I have less items for my Xeno Basher. We need 500 copper cable, and I just used all of it to unlock that milestone, so we gotta wait a minute for that to craft. Well, that's quite lovely. We are over here by the coal patches that were the closest ones. Turns out there's two. Right there, those two. We do have a friend in the way. We need to go back to the base so I can make the Xeno Zapper, not the Xeno Zapper, the baseball bat thing, whatever it's called. I've run a line out of here. I will get rid of a lot of these foundation guys. But I ran a line of foundations all the way out here to make sure that our coal line will be nice and straight. Later on, we might add some, when I get some more of the cosmetic building material parts or whatever from the awesome shop, we will reconfigure some of this to look a little bit nicer. Maybe add some of those pillar things or whatever. But I think with that, okay, now we've got a line going all the way back. I should be able to ride this and hip scoot all the way back. We can make the bat and get back. Make the bat and then go back. Xeno Basher upgrade. Here it is. Alright, oh, it's got a little keychain, or like a wrench, I guess. For adjustments. Oh, okay. Does it thrum? Zum zum. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So, there are the coal patches. Here is our coal line to go to the smelting for the steel. And we have some friends which we need to say hi to. Ow! 4 shots! 1 kill. Now that we have our foundations all the way out here, we can set up our miners. And our miners will now be on grid, or at least lined up with the grid for our main base, our starter base. They're going to be slightly off to one side, not exactly lined up, but they're at the right angle, just not quite on the same grid. That's fine. It's okay. Close enough, right? We're going to need a merger right here. And I want it to line up with that guy, basically just in the middle of this foundation. That's what I want. So it lines up with that. Then you can... Oops, okay. Where... What? Okay. Why did you do that? That's not even close to what I wanted. Hopefully this is... That is just too far. Okay. So what I'll do is I'll extend one foundation. I'll put this little guy here. Add this. Add that. Would you... Yeah. Why are you wanting to go to the weird side one? That's strange. Alright, then I'll get rid of that. And, yeah, that'll do. We need some power. So, let's grab that power pole. And we can actually... Let's do something like this. Let's put it on the... Well, no, let's keep it off the foundation, because I might replace these foundations with some other cosmetic thing to make it look like the poles have some kind of support. So I'll keep the power poles off the foundation for now. There. We have 2 coal patches. Let's see, this one is currently doing 60 per minute. That's a normal coal patch. I didn't even look at them, really. It's not too important right now. I just need a little bit of everything. This is also another one. Another normal coal patch, 60 per minute, which is 120 per minute, which is twice what this belt can handle, but that's okay. I'm not worried about the belt throughputs right now. It's really easy to upgrade belts, so I'm laying everything out with the very inexpensive Tier 1 belt, and later on we will go back and we will upgrade things as we need to the amount of capacity they need. Hey buddy, I need some of your organs for my research. It's very important. I'm sorry that this had to happen. It's nothing personal. Hip scoot. Hip scoot, ambush. Hip scoot, ambush. Oh, he got me. Bam! That's right. Hip scoot ambush. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Can't handle these moves. I got the jukes. We got a summer sloop. Do I have room? I do have room in my inventory. Another summer sloop that does nothing currently. Work in progress. And here they come at a virtual snail's pace. Right as they hit this part where it starts to slope down, there's a little bit of inchworming. I wonder what that's about. If it's because they're hitting a new segment or because of the angle. I'm sort of curious if the way I set up the splitter next to this wall conveyor opening guy, if it's going to connect properly, because they're so close together. I don't know if the belt auto-connected to the splitter because it was close enough, or if it's only connected to the wall. So this will be a nice little test because I'm using this kind of thing elsewhere. Are you going to start splitting? Oh, you are. Okay, good. And are you going up to that guy? You are. Okay, so that's getting loaded in the machine. Fantastic. That means when I did this a number of times around the other floors, and I'm glad to know that this is going to work, that it connects. Because when you connect this belt up here, you only really see it say that it connects or whatever. It doesn't tell you exactly what it's connecting to. And because I guess the splitter and the wall are so close together, I wasn't sure if there was going to be a tiny missing segment, but it seems like it's working. And it's splitting everything up evenly into 6. And then it's getting lifted up into these guys, which I don't think I gave the recipes yet. Not that that matters yet, because we don't have the power. But once we have the power, we'll need the recipes. Okay, anyway, I can do that later. Now that I have confirmed that that works, and we have our coal for our steel here, we sort of need to go in search of another source of coal that will also be close to some water. And we're in a desert, so we might have to travel a ways, but that part of our base doesn't actually have to touch this part of the base, except for some power poles that I'll string along, which is no big deal, because that is easy to do. They are easy to make, they stretch pretty good distance. But first, I did kill some aliens. I have some organs. Let's research this. It's gonna take 3 seconds. I'm a wizard at research, did you know? Bam, just like that. Okay. What's that? Medicinal inhaler. Oh, is that like a kind of food I can eat to heal? That I can craft? That would actually be kind of nice if that's what that is. Inflated block dimension. Oh, we get inventory spots. 2,000 cable. What do you need for this one? 5 of those, 10 of those, 100 of those. I don't know if I have that many organs. The other stuff I can definitely do. Okay, let me put these in there. Let me put those in there. I got some summer sloops. Sort that. How many organs do I have? Oh yeah, I definitely do. But I'm going to work on that later, actually. Not right now. Let's not do that now. So, the sun is rising, and I am ready to set out. I've emptied out my inventory, except for... Oh, I guess I deconstructed something there. Is somebody growling? Yes, somebody's growling at me. You missed. Xeno... Whoop! Okay. That was a close one. Xeno Basher. What was I saying? Haha, that's right. But basically, I just have a little bit of food. I've got my Xeno Basher, some parachutes in case we find something to jump off that I need to jump off, and then a few beacons, and we're going in search of coal. I think I'm going to head kind of towards these giant trees off in the distance, just in whatever general direction I feel like. We also need water. And that is really the only consideration. Doesn't really matter anything else. If we search for coal walking in this direction, let's see if we see any pings. Yoink. That's right. Alright, so this is one of the spots I initially started chopping down trees. These are the mushroom things. It seems like they are growing back, which is nice to know. I think there's some water around here somewhere, maybe off in this direction. Let's do another ping, see if we see some coal. If not, I'll wander off towards those bigger trees. Nothing around here. Alright, that's fine, that's fine. Oh no, wait. 700 meters in that direction. Alright, let's go take a look. There is a lot of water over there. Oh, and coal right there. Okay, that's fairly convenient. I think we're going to make our initial coal power location right over there. Will I be able to... I should probably be able to find my way back up. Oh, I didn't equip. Okay. That was a mistake. I thought I had parachutes equipped. I did not. Oops. Yeah, but I think this is going to work just fine. That's very convenient. Lots of water. Coal source right there. Let's see what type of ore patch they are, what the quality is, and then I'll drop a beacon, and then I gotta go back and get some supplies. There's the space elevator. Shouldn't be hard to find my way back. That is an impure coal line, but that's probably okay. It probably don't matter that much for the first setup. Let's get rid of this guy, and then I will use a beacon. Ow! Okay, you got me. You got me. I got you. Okay, beacon. Bam! Configure beacon. I'm going to enter a name. I'm just going to say coal power for now, and we'll come back. There. Enter. Beacon. Coal power. Possibly it would have been a good idea to bring some building supplies to make a staircase. That's right. Easy. Alright, this should do. So, from the base here, that coal area where we're going to put the coal power is way off in that direction. I don't know exactly how far, because the beacon does not have a distance reading on it. But it's a fair distance. It'll take me a few minutes at minimum, 5 or 10. I don't even know how long. It'll take me a while, okay? It's going to take me a while to get all the way back out there, so we should probably take a look at these machines. So I have at least some idea of how many I want to make and how much building supplies I will want to bring out there. Here's the coal generator. Okay. Let's just plop it down. It looks like it's about 3 or maybe slightly longer than 3 of these foundations long. It's got a big chimney guy for venting of pollution, I guess. A little bit wider than 1 tile. Alright. And it has an input. This is for a belt for coal. And that's a tube for water. And we have a new way to, like, transport things. We can transport liquids now. In the logistics tab, we can make pipelines. That's cool. That's a new thing in the most recent update, the fluids. Awesome. Okay, that'll be fun. And we can walk on them and stuff and make all kinds of crazy configurations. If I click on it, we have no connection right now. I don't know exactly how much coal it takes to run on. It says it has, I guess this is the storage amount, 50 meters cubed of water, the volume. It consumes 45 meters cubed a minute. Okay, that's an important number, 45 meters cubed. Let's run down here to the water. And let's take a look at the fluid extractor. We're not going to actually build anything here, but I think it's okay if I just place it and then remove it. I don't think it's going to hurt nobody. It's not going to have any adverse side effects on our oasis, I hope. Water extractor. Water's not deep enough. Oh, there we go. Well, that water's deep enough. All right. What about over here? How about right there? Okay, there we go. Does this give us any information? It says it has a cost of 20 lightning bolts. Default extraction rate, 120 meters cubed per minute. And that coal guy, he wants 45. And then the logistics tab has the pipe. The pipe can transport up to 300 meters cubed per minute. Okay, so that should be easy to figure out. Not too bad. No power. Flow rate. Max flow rate. 600 meters a minute. I thought it said 120 default configuration. I think we're going to go with this 120 figure. But it's about that big. We'll run a pipe. Okay. All right, at least we have some basic numbers. So one little test here. I was sort of wondering if I could stack these guys, because we have sort of an L shape here. And I thought maybe I could stack them on top of each other to make a more compact layout. And it doesn't seem like I'm going to be able to do that. I keep putting these 1x8 tiles on top of each other to try to find the top of the bounding box, and it might be way up top there. But this is so high already that I don't think it's going to be worth it to try this way. Oh, okay, I found the top. Yeah, okay, all right, fine. I guess we're not stacking them. That's not going to work. We'll have to try something else. So, similar to how I figured out the orientation for the foundation of the base, I've built myself a vantage here so we can look at the foundations for the coal power. We've got one impure there, one impure there, and about 200 meters off in that direction, there is one normal node and one pure node, which will give us enough coal for 16 coal generators. And down the line a little bit, once we get the tier 2 miners, we'll be able to double our amount of coal, so we'll be able to fit 32 coal generators here. So that is the amount of space I am looking for. We need a row of 16, and then another row slightly offset of another 16. Enough space. Oh, okay. Wow. I just heard all of my machines shut off, even though they're way over there. I guess we just ran out of biofuel. What was I talking about? Oh, yeah. So a row of 16, and I'm lining them up here. And it looks like from up here, just the line of the beach would be, maybe I would use this one. But the line of the rocks, I might want to use this one. I think that one's better. Yep, that one's better. This one at more of an angle, doesn't really match the cliff, and it's gonna hit the different rock outcropping, so we'll have to build it, I think, too high. It's gonna look weird. We're gonna do this one. Lowered it, half a block. To the left, one space. Yep, looks good. Oh, hey, maybe I should pick this up before we cover it with concrete. Rock quartz. I've seen this around, I just haven't picked it up.
Levels akin to synthetic quartz manufactured on Earth and can be used to improve communication and exploration technologies.
Uh-huh.
A new research tree can now be accessed in the MAM.
Cool. All right, that's pretty neat. So each one of these coal power plants wants 45 water per minute, and this pipe is going to provide 300 a minute, so that means one pipe can provide enough water for 6 2/3 of these coal power plants. We're not going to worry about the fractions, so we'll just say one pipe per 6. So we're going to have 5 different pipes stacked on top of each other. Each pipe is just going to stop after it supplies 6, and we'll inchworm the next one down. We'll have 5 of those on top of each other, and then a 6th one to hit the last 2. We have 32 different coal power plants, which is based on the amount of coal. The water, we just need to put down additional water extractors. It's not exactly limited. Seems like there's more or less an ocean right there. But one thing we have to figure out is how to stack the pipes on top of each other. For the conveyor belts, I've got this conveyor pole stackable, and it'll let us build parallel conveyor belts. There is something similar for the pipes. We just haven't unlocked it yet. It's going to be unlocked in a later tier. So we have to sort of figure it out ahead of time, which means I have to leave myself little stubs in place so that I can connect things after the fact. So right here might be the first of the different pipes. Although maybe I would want it a little bit higher to leave a little bit extra room. But then the next one's got to be above that. So this guy, this pipeline support, he can't even reach. I think what I'll probably need to do then is start playing around with foundations. Yeah, there's no way I am going to rebuild that thing multiple times for every tier of pipes. So instead, I set up some little steel smelting up there. We're going to unlock the tier that will get us the milestone. We're going to unlock the milestone that will get us the stackable poles for the pipes, which is in Tier 4, and it's Logistics Mark 3, and the faster belts will actually help with the coal factory stuff. We'll get, importantly, the stackable pipeline support. Bleep, blop, blop, bloop. And the button. No, I didn't press the button. It wasn't there yet. Ba-bam.
Milestone reached. Logistics can be improved with a larger storage container and enhanced conveyor belt efficiency.
Okay, great. Oh yeah, that's gonna be slightly easier, a little bit more straightforward. Took a little bit of extra time to unlock that stuff to set up some steel smelting, but it's gonna save me time in the long run. A lot of time. Well, this section of the pipes are all set up. We got 6 pipes stacked on top of each other, each one servicing 6 different coal power plants, except at the very end. The coal line, the belt, will run down here underneath and have some splitters we'll set up. I hooked up all the miners. We got impure node there, and then about 200 meters in that direction, maybe a little bit farther. We have a normal node and a pure node. They come in underneath there. They all get merged up, and they'll go down that line. Next, we need to work on the actual water, the water extraction from the sea. Let's call it a sea. It's not really an ocean, as I can see mountains and stuff off in the distance. But basically what we need is we need 2 of these guys plus a little bit for each of those lines. We need 270 per minute. I keep wanting to say per second, but no, it's 270 meters cubed per minute for 6 of those guys. The pipes will hold 300 total at maximum, so we won't be totally filling the pipes. Each of these guys will provide 120, so 2 of them will be 240. We need 270. We need a little bit of makeup. So we're going to have a guy down here at the end, which we're going to split, and we will use some pumps to make sure that the flows are all going in the right direction. Things are getting split. We have 2 of these guys facing each other, and I need to figure out a way to streamline the connection process to make it all look nice and pretty. So I think we'll start by going with this. Okay, let's try the lower one. Yeah, that looks like about the right level. I just need a reference there and at the other side so that I can line up the little multi-directional connector guy, because that guy will fit onto this pipe. There we go. Let's see. Could I, if I just do this? Oh, you know what? This thing's got ladders. Yeah, that's what I need. I need some ladders. Okay. Climb out onto the pipe. And then you can see that the pipe on this guy is a little bit off-center. These guys are lined up pretty snug with the edge of that platform, but the actual pipe is not totally parallel, so I'm wondering if this is going to work. See if I... Oh, no, I fell. Okay, get out of the water. See if we can line it up. And see if it works, or if do I have to spread them farther apart? I don't know. We'll find out. We want it to be kind of like that. Nope. No. Okay, that works. So it turns out they were too close to each other, but the problem wasn't the horizontal bend, it was the vertical bend, because there's a little bit of a height difference between that and that. But anyway, that's going to work. And I think we are ready to turn this thing on, and it's going to be a little bit tricky. We're currently running 8 biofuel generators, and we're consuming a little bit less than half. So we have 120 or so megawatts before the system crashes, and we have to get not only coal, but also the water up here to at least a few of these guys before the system will be stable. And the water guys, they each take 20 megawatts each. The coal power plants provide 75, where are they? They're here, 75. And so it might be just a little bit tricky. So I hope that I have staggered the power well enough. I'm going to connect this pole to this one. It should plug in the drills and the power plants, which won't do anything. I don't think they have a static drain. Okay, so our power went up a little bit. And our miners are pulling 5 each, so an extra 20 megawatts should have been what we added, I think, anyway. Unless there's something else I'm forgetting. Now, I haven't upgraded any of the belts. They're all tier 1s. And we don't have the right tier of drills to power all these. We actually need to upgrade to miner tier 2s. And so we're not going to be able to power all these right away, but that's okay. We just need some of them operating. So let's observe the coal going down the line, and then we'll run down and check out the water. I've only actually, well, I haven't plugged in any, but I've set it up so that only a couple of those guys down there are powered. We'll have to wait until the water gets up and a few of these guys start generating power. Alright, that part's working. I mean, it's fairly straightforward. Doesn't hurt to check. I ended up having these splitters flush with one side, and it's a little bit angled on the other just because that gap is a different width than that gap. So staggering them so the pipe's lined up, turns out the belts don't line up. Alright, that's good. Now we just need some water. Oh, by the way, I know I said not to do this with general production line, have the line supplying your machine split in a line of splitters like this, but this is a one-step production chain. The coal's going to these guys, and it's not going anywhere else. And we only have to wait for that delay. In fact, we can actually look at it right here. I'll show you. So this splitter right here is sending half of all of the coal to this one. So he's currently got 20. This guy's only got 6. This one's got 2. And all the way down the line. That one's only got 1, and the ones farther down don't have any. So if we were actually doing a multi-stage production of one item into another, into another, into another, that would be a serious amount of lag. But hopefully, with this system always going to be on and I don't have to babysit it, we only have to really deal with that lag of the machines filling up with coal one time. And then it should never be an issue again. Hopefully, unless the system crashes, and then we have to come jump start it. Anyway, okay, so that seems to be good. We've got some coal in the power plants. Now I need to run a power line down here, and this should turn on, I think, only 2 of them and some of the pumps. So we should jump like 50 or 60. I can't check our power level there because it's not connected yet. All right, let's just do it. Here we go. Might crash anyway, I'm not sure. But it should get some water out. You can see that guy is spinning. It should be the bottom one. Are you filling with water? 0 out of 59. Okay. Let's see. You are going... Oh, you're making some noise. You're humming up. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong pipe, maybe? Okay, so you go to there. That is filling up. So these guys on their own can lift water 10 meters vertically, and then you need the pumps after that. The pumps can do 20 meters. That's kind of loud. I'm going to make it quieter in editing, but I'm probably going to try to talk over it anyway. It's hard not to. Okay, so that's working. Then it's going to hit these pumps, which should be plugged in. All right. Yeah, okay, so this is getting water. It'll take it a while to get up that hill. We've got these guys being combined into one pipe. On the other side, those 2 being combined into one pipe. And then these 2 being combined in one pipe. And then we have the makeup one adding a fraction who, at the moment, is not plugged in. But he is getting split into 3, and each of those thirds gets added to the other pipes and the pumps. Make sure everything stays separate. We had, what, 240 megawatts of capacity before. And we are still at 240. The water is filling, though. Oh, we just need some of it to get up there. And then our power... And then our power capacity should also expand. I also have... Oh, you know what? There might not be any water getting through, because I never plugged these in. We can probably go ahead and plug them in. I wonder if that just stops all throughput altogether. Maybe that's an issue. Yeah, now we're getting pretty close to our limit. Uh-oh. We might have to jumpstart it. Those guys are plugged in. I can see them working. I might have to, you know, if it does crash, I might have to unplug certain things, so only a few of the pipes are fully supplied. Let's check the pipe right here. Yeah, that's filling up. Okay, good. Very good. Let's go check that guy. Or, you know, the first one in the line. Capacity. Oh, it just jumped. 390. Awesome. You are just barely starting to get water. And you are just starting to get water. 540. Nice. Capacity is increasing. We have water in that pipe. So each of these guys, let's see, how many did I have down there? I've got 2, 4, 6, 7, I got 14 of them. And each of them consume 20 megawatts. 7, 14 times 20, 280 megawatts. Okay, do we have room for, and I've powered 2 of them, so do I have room for 240 more megawatts? I think so. Okay, let's turn everything on. Let's plug it in. So to plug it in, I just removed a couple of the wires. All those pumps are on. Alright, so we need to connect that guy to that guy. All those guys are turning on, and then this guy needs to get at, I think it's that one. No, it's this one. Because it's symmetrical. What did I do here? This guy needs to run down to there. Oh, I crashed it. Damn it. Hup. You can do it. This might happen multiple times until the water gets up the hill. Yep. Okay, all right. Let me shut down some of the power until more water gets up the hill. There, all right, fine. Maybe it would help if we upgraded some of the belts. We've got impure there, impure there. That's 30 items a second each. Those are getting merged to 60. That's a typical rank 1 belt. That's 60 coming from far away. I don't have a ton of materials to upgrade things, but I can at least do some. So that'll double the 120. And then we can double all these. Going down the middle to 120, that'll at least double the amount we can make use of, and it'll help the coal distribute. Maybe that'll help. Alright, it seems to have stabilized. We are currently holding at around 1 gigawatt, and every once in a while it'll jump back up to 1.2 or 1.3 and then back down. That's probably because we don't have enough coal to support all these guys. We do have enough water, but not enough coal until we upgrade the miners and upgrade all the belts. We will work on that next time, I guess. But the system is operational, and as long as I don't crash it by exceeding our allowance, then it should be passive. It should take care of itself. The next episode, we will finish upgrading everything, the miners and the belts and everything, and our power thresholds will more than double. It's going to turn to like 2.5 or 3 gigawatts, something like that. 2.4 for this guy. And then maybe we'll keep the biofuel generators plugged in for now. I'm not sure. Anyway, that's going to do it for this episode. I think we're done. We are done. End of the episode. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you next time. Have a good day. And bye-bye.